Evening, everybody. As I was just saying, to fail to plan is to plan to fail. Yeah, sorry guys, a couple of seconds late. I've literally just sat in the chair and connected Jay on here. But good evening and a very warm welcome as always. Evening, Paul Hinchcliffe. Good evening, Kieran. Yeah, I read your comment, Kieran. Not very nice on Twitter. I'll be watching, but will you? Wow, guys, you were early. Well, yeah, on time. We are on time, really, aren't we? We are on time. Here's that thing again. Apple News. Why does it always do that? It's gone. It's gone. Jason, yeah. Evening, Simon. And Simon, I think, retweeted my tweet. Thank you, Simon. I'm sure you did that. Neil Roberts, good evening. James Story. Hello, James Story.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, I mustn't pick that up yet. That's one to show in a minute. What can I pick up? I'll have that. I'll use that for now.
I've got dibs on it. Have you got a black tank on a stainless steel
I'm
mod?
sorry. I know it didn't match, but I just wanted to use this, and I want all my tanks seem to be black at the minute, and actually I could have swapped. I could swap. No, I'm going to leave that the way it is. If it affects your OCD, then it's all worthwhile.
However, I bet the stainless steel version of that looks stunning on it.
Yeah, it probably would, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Matchy. Ultimum would always go together as well.
Yeah, it would look good. We'll try it in a minute if you like. Big Gobbler, that's a name, isn't it? What a name. Great name. Iggy, good evening, Iggy. Rasper, good evening, Rasper. Paul, did I say Paul?
Jasper.
Paul. Mick King and Iggy, I said. Rasper, I said. Kieran, I said. Oh, Ian, into the clouds. Good evening, Ian.
Howdy, Ian.
I felt a bit sorry for Ian last night. He phoned me and said, would I come on his show with him last night? Shorter numbers, and not in a bad way. Someone was ill. And I did try and do it, but just couldn't. So hopefully you had your show, Ian, and hopefully it all went well on your own, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So it's good on your own sometimes. I started off on my own, didn't I, Jay?
Yeah.
I think the more people you have on, sometimes the harder that can be, because everyone's trying to get in for something to say.
It's different with us because we sort of like know roughly. We cast across each other sometimes.
No, but don't.
Roughly. But you know what I mean? We're starting to get in that like little zone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you pretty much know where someone else.
Takes a while to get going, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah. Evening, Keith. Good evening, Keith Parker. I spoke to Keith on the phone today.
I've lost where you are.
Sorry?
I've lost where you are. It just went.
Have you? Pav.
Yeah.
David. Good evening, David. DE. Digested custard is delicious. There you go. That's from.
Oh, there. Nice one, DE.
I'm going to put that comment on the screen.
Ordered some, did you? Ordered some, did you? Told you. Told you it was good shizzle, didn't I?
Kieran, okay, folks. Now's the time to put in any questions for Mark. He is rude. I'm going to get him back. Kieran, you're coming back on this show, and all will be paid back in whatever.
Yeah.
What's that expression? Payback in
kind, is it?
No, that's something different. Can't remember.
Payback's a bitch.
Peter 247, good evening, and Daniel, good evening, Daniel. Reverend V, good evening, sir, to you. Tim Rice, Call UK, another one who shared a tweet. Thank you, Call UK. So I do notice all these things. All these things I notice.
I didn't spam it out tonight. I literally just sat on the computer 2 minutes before you rang me.
Well, it obviously worked. We've got 15 people watching.
Just finished my dinner.
Black Country Vapor, good evening. Warm welcome to you. And Coil, Lynn, good evening, Lynn. Both my spanners are on parade. That's good. Not that we ever need them, do we, Jay? When do we ever need a spanner?
Not very often. How you doing, Lynn? Hope you're doing well, mate.
Neil Ryder, good evening. And I'm catching up. I've got to keep going because then I will catch up. Coil UK, I think I said him. Iggy, problem. Smock RPM RBA cannot get flavour. Please help. Needs a small, high ohm coil, approximately 1 ohm, but no flavour.
Stick one of the stainless steel 1.34 ohm 2.5mm single core Claptons from Naturevape in it.
There you go. There's an excellent place to buy your stuff.
Yeah. Check out Naturevape.
I haven't. Do you know? I never did get the Smock RPM RBA head. They didn't have it at the time. I got the the unit before they were making RBAs. So Michael Sherrington.
Run it about 11 watts, mate. Should be about right as well. Don't forget to use MV10 for 10% off.
If you want to know about cooking, yeah, exactly right. So I did hear that. If you want to know about the coils, Fiona, I see Fiona Clark. Good evening, Fiona. Is in chat.
Hey, Fiona.
And she bought some of my coils and left me a very nice review. So thanks for that, Fiona.
Nice one.
Hardcore, Fiona. I think she bought the six core.
Oh, she likes her ragey builds. She does. She likes her mechs and stuff.
Hardcore. Rufus, good evening. Laurie, hello, Laurie. Read one or two of your Facebook things, so where you've been seeing various different animals. Pav again. Right, I've caught.
Yep, Rev. How's it going? Loved your review of the Callan. Mine's on pre-order.
What's that? Of the what?
Born in the Man Cave. Tim Lees makes handmade wood mods.
Right.
And Mr. Rev Vapes bought one.
Ooh.
He was early on the list, and he did a fantastic unboxing video.
Oh, I'll have to watch that. Watch that. If you...
To tell you something, they're bloody nice mods.
Are they?
For the money. They start 180 quid for a stabwood handmade mod, Squonker. I think that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And they look gorgeous.
Well, everyone head over, but not now.
Yeah.
Go watch.
Yeah.
That. So
I'll put the link in a bit.
I'll watch that as well. So let's put that up there. Thank you, Reverend V. Yeah, I'll have a watch of that later as well. So right up my alley as well. Right up my street. Well, I caught up with chat. We can all go home now. That's brilliant. Superb. What are you vaping on tonight, Jay?
Tonight, I am on the... my brain's mush tonight. I'm on the lovely little Darwin mod with a little 50-watt star plot build in it. And on top of that, I've got the Ambition mods... Bleh. It's gone. Purity Plus mouth to lung, and in that I've got some Blake 7, which is a rather nice tobacco from advaping.com. And then next up we've got next two are two new additions to the mod family. Ooh. This is a cheap Chinese mod from China, obviously, right? That I was gifted, but the board was gone in it. There was no backlight on the thing, so you couldn't see the thing, and I couldn't find the chip numbers to fix it. So
Dolphin.
No, it wasn't Arctic Dolphin. It was before them. I can't remember the name of the company. It's called SNQY or something like that.
Oh right, okay.
The company's called SZYQD, but they don't exist.
Never heard of them.
And basically, I drilled it out, the button and the up and down buttons, because they were just on actuators. I put some little clicky ball bearing buttons and a 12mm switch in it, and it's now got a DNA 60 small screen in it.
Lovely.
Because the box was too nice to scrap, because the actual box is quite nice. And I even put a USB in it because it didn't have one before. And I've got I've got to get this right now, the Aromarizer Lite version 1.4, 1.5. And that has got some juice. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called True Juice.
Yes, I have heard of that one.
Where is it? It's blackcurrant, raspberry, and lime.
Where can you buy that, Jay? Possibly.
You can get that. It's a little company called it's called Naturevape.
Move on.
Naturevape, and the discount code is MV10. And then finally, the pièce de résistance, the newest addition to the soiree of goodies tonight, I have got this bad boy.
Nice.
That is I've got to get it right now, Axis Vapes M17 DNA 200. I've got built-in LiPo in it, and on top of that I've got the Barrage RDA that has got a 0.38 parallel Clapton, 2 parallel Clapton from another company called Naturevape.
So
in
it's
the
coming out
Barrage,
about
on that
0.170.
I've got it's coming out 0.38.
Oh, I thought it was dual coil though.
Yeah, it's single coil 0.38.
Right. Okay.
Got the 0.38 singles. It's lovely at 30 watts. And then I've got some butterscotch custard from advaping.com, and that's me done.
Any discount code for advaping.com?
Yeah, it's ADV10.
Excellent. Actually, there is. I'm sure it's still going. Talking about juice, I've got 20% off all juice till the end of
Juice 20 in it.
Yeah, juice 20 till the end of the month. 20. So that would be even better than
naturevape.co.uk.
There you go, folks. So there's a better code for you if you want it. Put this one on the screen. Gennaro, I'm going to say Gennaro. Can you name me a small regulated squonker, not topside, not geek vape, not kudos? I can indeed. Oh, I'm not sure if I've got any left, but if not, it'll be someone in a couple of days. The Squevo.
I so need one of those. They're beautiful.
There you go. Squevo. Come on, focus in.
Yes, that's the one, Ziggy.
There you go. Just hold the top. There's the underneath. Battery. Squonk bottle with very little juice in it. And come here. There's the top.
I still got hankering for one of those. That's right up my street.
Really nice. Really nice. DNA 60 chip.
Yeah.
That is a 60 in there, isn't it? Got me.
Yes, DNA 60.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, DNA 60.
Got me questioning myself. So hopefully that has helped. Yeah, I don't think we have got one now. I think we sold the last one either today or yesterday. But there'll be some more in. What's today? Tuesday. Probably by the end of the week, if you are interested. Or other suppliers also have them, I'm sure. Pav, Mark, if you watch review, you'll notice very familiar looking tool for opening battery tube. Oh.
Yeah.
How familiar? Was it very familiar? Like identical? Or is it from someone else, Pav? I don't even know where mine is. Shock horror. I think it's downstairs when I put the battery up. Mike MF, good evening. Finished washing my hair. Yeah, there's not a lot of that. I think I need a trim soon. Cut all the grey ones out. Mark, you missed my comment. Got it in early. Oh, did I, Simon? What did I miss? What did I miss? I can't scroll up there. I'll be here all night. Type it again, Simon, please. Sorry.
I just find out where we are, and then my chat just decides it wants to refresh, or I catch the mouse and it goes to the bottom or to the top. I'm like,
Oh, really? No, I'm not. I'll put that on the screen. I'm not ignoring Paul, and actually, I have taken a little step towards that very thing. So we'll have to be patient and wait and see. There. I believe Keith, that was last week's chat. Don't start, Mike. Don't jump on the bandwagon. They're all having a pop at as it is. Neil Roberts. Let's put that one up. What does he say? Mark, watched a review where you made a space coil. Inigon Aries mouth to lung tank was coiling tools in with tank. Oh, similar. I've got a new thing now, guys. The comment disappears after 10 seconds, so it's handy for
basically
me.
What he means is, like you've got the rod, haven't you, for like wrapping your coil around.
Right.
Well, the old A-Race tank came with one designed for space coils, so it was like a screw thread on it, so you could get a perfect space coil on.
I did a review, you probably haven't seen it, Jay, yonks ago, where I used a bit of threaded rod, and I basically made a space coil with a bit of threaded rod and put it in the. If you put it in the tank and literally unscrew it, it leaves the space perfect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I think that's
The other way to do it is if you make the coil longer than you need on a coil master rod, yeah, and then stretch it on the rod, and then use the thing that you spin round, the spinner, and push it on off and on a couple of times.
Do that
and then
again, Jay.
Like that. If I had some wire handy, I'd show you.
No,
but you just go like that on it.
Exactly,
it pushes it back in, and then you just pull the ends off.
Yeah.
So it's not, and it's perfect every time.
It does work well that way as well. I know exactly what you mean. Jay,
it takes tension out of it, doesn't it?
I think.
Jay,
would one be referring to Clapton 30 plus 38, 2.5 millimeter ID, 6 wraps, 1.3 ohms, 8 per tin?
That's correct, Iggy. The stainless steel ones.
Stainless steel, yeah, you like your stainless steel.
I like my stainless steel. The Clapton, the Canthal ones are good. Obviously, I don't use the NI ones because I'm allergic to it. But the stainless are just, they ramp up and ramp down nice, and they give a really nice effect. They're also nice if you space them as well, because I've spaced them before now.
Right, just
back them up.
The thing on the screen of what Black Country Vapor is vaping on. That'll save me a mouthful. Explain it. It's just flashed up and gone.
The Titan PDM, nice. Aspire Dynamo.
As if by magic.
Pardon me.
Grunted. I'll just have my tea as well, Jay. I feel a bit like
that. I literally stuffed it just 2 minutes before, like this. Finished making it and delivering it to everybody else at 10 past. I'm just like,
Laurie says that it's hanging for the channel working for others. It seems all right this end, but if anyone's got a problem, just tell me that
a lot of people are saying it's working fine for them. It must just be them.
Working fine. Okay. Good. Anyone got any idea where to find the original? Tim Rice. Let's put that on there.
I've got a buggered one.
Original 26650 Aegis from. I've got one that I've had. Do you know what? I have mine downstairs. It's just such a big, chunky thing. I use it.
It's quite a nice mod. I like them.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, but I use it just to sort of break my coils in, just to take any hot spots out.
I got the one with the orange leather on it.
I think mine's sort of a blacky brownie type colour, but yeah, they were good. The only thing
it's a shame. That one I got it new. And my mate was blagging my head for it. I'd had it about 3 weeks or a month or something. I hadn't used it, and he said, "Oh, I'll have it." So he blagged it off me, and then about 2 weeks after, it died. And of course, the company that I bought it from went tits up, didn't they? So, so I couldn't get any money back or anything. So
that's the trouble when So not all companies are around, are they?
No,
forever. That's the trouble. Right, I think I've pretty much caught up for a little bit. Andy Media, good evening, Andy. Building race bikes. Yeah, I've seen a screenshot of Andy's setup in his workshop while he listens to the show and he's doing his bits. It's absolutely fantastic. Very envious of Andy's workshop. How about a sponsorship?
Who's after a sponsorship?
For the race bike. Are you any good, Andy? Are you going to win?
I'm lost again. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you got it. Right, let's do what I'm vaping on, I think, because there's 1 or 2 new bits tonight. There's a new coming that's... Oh, what's that? New one coming...
All I'm going to say now is, because you said about new stuff, dibs.
Dibs.
Dibsies.
What am I vaping on? I'm on the Woodpecker with... It doesn't go well, but the Pandora mouth-to-lung tank in the... Been enjoying this one.
So disappointed.
Well, that is there. I mean, I've got the stainless one. Shall we see what that looks
like? If you've got the stainless steel one on a black mod.
I'm sorry, that's the only... I fancied using my Woodpecker mod. I like this sometimes.
Can't beat a nice Mac vape with a mouth to lung.
And in there, I've got, same as you, blackcurrant, raspberry and lime in that one.
Yeah.
I've also got, which I've been trying out, the Watofo Cog.
The Cog.
Mouth to lung RTA.
That little mod's cute.
That's the Dovpo.
The little old Dovpo, yeah.
Yeah, little Dovpo.
That's cool. That's cute. I like that.
It's a nice one.
And it's Thumbfire. I approve of Thumbfire. Thumbfire's great.
Ember 80. Do you like Thumbfire then, Joe?
Yeah, I love Thumbfire. I love Thumbfire and I love Sidefire as well.
We might get to that in a second. Yeah, the cog. What have I got in here? Mango, peach, and papaya in the cog.
Swanky.
I have seen. I think Dean did a review. Devil Vapor. And good evening, Dean. And his was clear. His glass. Mine's frosted. So that's just the back. I don't know.
Might be. Was it stainless?
Yeah, I think so.
It might be polished then. Yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
But I wasn't given this for review. I bought it. I wanted to try, and because it's new technology, isn't it? And you've got to give it a go, haven't you, to see what it's like. So, would you like to know what it's like?
Yeah, what's it like? It looks quite nice. I like the look of it. I think I prefer the look of the other one you've got, though. The one that you've got on the woodpecker that isn't stainless.
Yeah, so do I. If you like a tight mouth to lung, do not buy this tank. It doesn't work. This is on the tightest, okay, the smallest air hole. I reckon I could do a direct lung.
That sounds about 1 mil, 1.2 mil, give or take.
But it's for me. I mean, it's the old adage, isn't it? If it ain't tight, it ain't right. And it's not what I don't mind an open draw. Let's put it on the widest one. You get these little dimples. That is so open. It really is. But I would say, I probably won't. Will I review it? I might do. I'm going to wreck it now, aren't I? Flavour, 7. Average at best. I would say. I don't think it's going to win any competitions for any mouth to lung time. Is my personal opinion. And yes, they are on the site, but I haven't bought many, thankfully. I bought that more for curiosity value. I bought a few for the site, but there's not many. I'm not going to lie. Personally, I wouldn't bother, guys. I really wouldn't. And yeah, that's me selling them. I'm telling you not to bother, but I really wouldn't. Moving on. Jay's not looking, so I can quickly flick this up on the screen. Little side firing number. Oh, look at that. Oh, Jay.
You need the soundbite of Sid James.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, I really like that. I really, really, really like that.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, it's lovely. What's the maximum that'll take? 24, is it?
This is a 24 and it's tightish, yeah. So I'm going to say 24. I've got the Futoon on there with, I'll let you say this, Jay, with the...
Bully.
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 And yeah, do you know what? I had quite high hopes for this mod when I saw the pictures of it.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
This isn't the final product. This is a pre-production type prototype.
It's a PPP.
It's
a 3P. It's a 3P.
Well,
pre-production prototype.
It's a 3D as well. It's 3D printed, and do you know what? The quality is so good.
It'll be liquid. It'll be resin.
Really tight with that.
I reckon that's resin, mate. That's resin printed. That's not FDM. That's not sintered layered either.
No.
That's gorgeous.
The finish is gorgeous. Now, I mean, the final product is going to be more like, the easy mod we're all used to.
Yeah.
But I did say to her today, I said, why on earth don't you do a 3D printed version? She says, too expensive. I said, people may well like that and put a DNA 60 chip in it. Make a budget one and make a really nice one as well. But they won't do it. But
you'll probably find injection molding's easier.
Well, it's more cost effective.
Because once you've made the molds, that's it. You can bang out as many as you want. Say you've got 10 on a mold, like bump for 10, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, nice mod and a thumb firer. Whoop, up there, thumb firer.
It's right up my street. That.
And if you're left-handed, I guess it's a finger firer.
They should have put a button on both sides, shouldn't they? If you think about it. And then you could select which one it was on the bottom on a little switch. Changeover switch.
Yep. So that's that. I've still, of course, a bit vapey in here.
Clouds, bro.
I've still been really enjoying this. A little.
That's a cute little bugger, that, isn't it?
I've been using this so much. I really have. You can see it's all manky and dusty, but there was some problems with some of these. By the way, I'll show you. I'm beaming the button on some of the. That's light shining there, so it's not come off. The paint came off some of them. It actually did on my red one, but they have fixed that now. So
That's good then.
if you do hear that in a review somewhere, don't worry about it. That's all history and in the past. They are good. With a rebuildable heading, do like that. Right. Last but by no means least.
Is this like nice, really posh and new and shiny, is it?
This is a new RTA.
All right. Oh, have you got one as well?
Who else has got one?
Bloody Tim, Paul Hinchcliffe's just won one off the thing I entered today, the other day.
Did you?
They were putting 50 of each colour up, as a like thing, so you could like get into the thing. You have to pay for it, but it was like a waffle. Is it a waffle or a vaffle?
Right,
I can't.
okay.
It's the chance to buy one. Yeah, pre-production ones, early production before they're released. But Paul Hinchcliffe has won one, the jammy sod.
BD vape, yeah.
BF vape. No, BD. BF vapes, is it? Oh, BD. It looks identical to the one on BF vapes. BP, sorry. BP mods.
Oh, sorry. You're right. BP
mods. BP mods.
Hang on.
It's because I was thinking because they've got a sister company called If Mod that make the really nice stab wood mods.
BP Pioneer. It's the Pioneer, isn't it?
The Pioneer RTA.
On the envelope.
Pioneer RTA.
I love little touches like this. In the envelope it came on only for BP families.
Yeah. How many of them did they send you?
One.
Just the one? Tight git.
Yeah, and I've been
could have sent you a stainless one for me, couldn't you?
Sworn to secrecy with the deck. I'm not allowed to show anyone the deck.
I know what it looks like anyway because they put a big sexy picture out on their
they've
page.
done an animated, but they haven't given it all away on the animated. No. I've also... It
does look nice. I think the drip tip is hideous.
I agree with you. I do agree with you.
It's hideous.
But it's 510, so you can put your own on, can't you?
Yeah. But a nice little like vase type one on it would be nice.
I don't quite know how this is going to work because it's hard to get, when you speak to them, you get their sort of definition. But I've also got, they sent
the extension.
The extension, but it's also got a bigger centre hole.
Yeah.
Bigger than the mouth to lung version. So
yeah, that's the DLC, isn't it? That's the DLC. That's the direct lung extension kit.
Yeah.
So it makes it more airy.
I haven't tried that yet. In fact, it only came yesterday. So haven't really. I will say this much. Wow. I will say that.
Are you fanboying?
Yeah, I am. But I haven't used it fully and properly yet to be able to give a definitive sort of opinion on it. And I will do, but yeah, flavour. Good God. But very nice. So, sorry, Jay. And that's it. That's all I'm vaping on. I did notice that I think I was messing about earlier with this system where if I put a comment, I have to basically go from my comments thing, click it, and it will go on the screen. Historically, I used to have to come across, hover over it with the mouse and get rid of it. Now it automatically goes after 10 seconds, which is perfect. But while I was doing that, I was messing about with the green screen option, and I've just had a thought. I think I left it on.
Make sure you put the right one on.
I think I've left it on. So I've got the Watofo box here. So if you see... I can't even remember what picture. It might not be. Let's try it. Yeah, I left it on. It's a brick wall. Everyone see the brick wall?
Because of your green screen.
Oh, how good is that? So a bit of fun. As long as you can see me all right, it looks okay. Shall I turn it off? Let's turn it off. Right, it's gone. Should be gone now. Hopefully that hasn't interrupted anything. Yeah, we're okay. Are we still good?
Yeah, we're still good.
We're still good. Right, and yeah, so that was the
Naturevape coils.
Is that your? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. How'd you do that? Is that your green screen then, or?
Yeah. On Skype, it's built into Skype, mate. So there you go, guys. If you want to know what the 1.34 ohm Naturevape mouth to lung coils look like, there's a nice super close up with my macro camera.
It does blur you a bit when you move. But...
Yeah, it's because it's if I had an actual green screen, it would be better.
Yeah.
It's because, but it doesn't like, you know, like if you had like a shelf behind you, it doesn't like it.
Right.
Because it's like a virtual green screen. Yeah. Plus the light in here is quite good, which helps. But if I turn that light to me, so I'm brighter, that blinds me like this, then it's better because it works off the light. It works off the light. You can do this as well. Can blur the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I quite like that. I quite like that. I quite like. But you know, on the same thing where it says blur background, if you click add image, you can add an image, so you can put something on the back.
I didn't know that. Pav, no, they had a similar. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's about the tool. Let's put that one up. They had a similar idea, but your tool is much longer. I bet you heard that before. Absolutely, Pav.
That's it, Paul. Rub it in.
I haven't read what he's put. I haven't caught up with that yet. I'm way behind now.
Yeah, it just skipped a beat. It did. What do you think?
MF8 Fiona, how long did your it's only banned to make mod take from start to getting it? Oh, that's in chat. I've just been done. Doorstep delivery pre-mixed dye. Right, okay. Well done, Fiona. I need some of that. I can't believe how grey I'm going. I had the weekend from hell. This is on. I think did I mention an apology or something at this on the thumbnail? But anyway, I will apologise to anyone who's trying to get on the site on Friday morning till Saturday night. I had to. Initially, I didn't even know. PayPal basically closed my account. They froze my account again, and that's not the first time they've done that. To say I was livid would be an understatement.
Yeah,
they're the only people I use as a merchant, and that has now changed. I've now got an option on the website to buy. You can pay straight to my bank account. Now, I understand a lot of people won't feel protected buying that way, but I think if you know me for some time, you'll know you haven't got too much of a problem because I probably over support any problems that come my way. And that's not because I'm forced to by PayPal, that's because of what I am. The second one is I've gone with another company or very close to getting there. I've been approved. You need a token number and stuff like that to get it on the site. Have you heard of Viva Wallet, Jay?
Never heard of it.
Right, Viva Wallet will enable, it's a bit like PayPal, but it will enable anyone to pay with their debit or credit card on the site as well. So there's now 3 paying options on the site.
Yeah. Do they give you any reason why they dropped you?
Yeah. That's classic. I did say to PayPal, I said, the best outcome from you will be that you will be one of 2 payment providers from now on, because I'm not having this again. It was Drake's e-liquid.
Oh, was it?
Cuban Havana. They were worried about the where the Cuban Havana was sourced from because of embargoes with Cuba or something.
Oh, it's a flavour. It's not
Correct.
Actually a Cuban cigar.
Correct. I said to him, it's a flavour. He said, no, we need evidence of that. I said, where are Mars bars made? Honestly, Jay, I was bloody furious. I said, they're not made in Mars. I said, he is. Are you stupid? But yeah, so the outcome for the future, if PayPal, some of you out there might actually, I can't believe how many people hate PayPal. They can't stand them as a company. And some of you watching tonight might think, I can't stand PayPal. Happy days. Thank you, Mark. We'll use one of your other two options. Fantastic news.
Yeah.
And if you do, that's great. But, you know,
I mean, they've not done anything bad with me, so I've never had an issue with them, and I quite like the way it works.
I would
So,
agree with you, but for a company I said, you have just shut my business. What right do they have to do that?
just before, if there's anyone watching in the US, yeah, it's because it's an American company. I'm not saying all Americans are dumbasses, just PayPal is,
No, no,
because they
no,
have to
no.
follow the law, don't they?
Yeah,
They have to follow
they
the
do
law.
have different laws, which we comply to.
Yeah.
But you know, it is surely if you've got if it's for, and the other thing it was doing, the reason for the apology, it was holding on to customers' payments and leaving them as pending in my back end. And I thought that normally the reason for that is the customer hasn't got the funds, so they stick as pending. They PayPal had been sticking them as pending for like 2 weeks, and because they'd bought a Drake's product. So those people today, I have posted them out. When did I post them out? On yesterday, on Monday, and I sent everyone a free bottle of whatever they've bought. I've sent them an extra bottle, you know, as an apology. But wow, what a bloody way to run a is this any way to run a business?
Which I'd have bought a bottle of it now.
yeah, I bought a bottle in February.
Double your bottles.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Tim might have his mod. That's good. Is that Dean? I think can help him out with that. So that's good.
What's that? Rev helping him out, is he? With it?
No, I think that's Dean. Devil Vapor helping him out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Pav, Mark was made one. Oh right, yeah. I have. I wish I had it on it up here, Pav, but I haven't. But if you want to have a look, Reverend, I've made a YouTube video on it. Or if you go on the Easy Mod, the video's under the description of the Easy Mod for that tool. Right, end of rant. So I just want to explain that because it doesn't look awful as well when your website goes down and you have to shut it. I mean, I did put quite a casual comment of down for upgrades, but that was, you know, that wasn't the reason really. I just felt awful. It looks, you know, people might have thought, oh, has he got coronavirus and got I ordered some stuff from it. You just don't know what goes through people's minds.
Can't you change the name of it or something? Just like abbreviate the name, abbreviate it.
I refuse to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, I know.
It's a flavour.
Yeah.
You know, if Mars Bar got to change their chocolate bars because PayPal don't like it. I don't think so.
Well, I know Havana cigars were banned for a long time, weren't they? Yeah. Real ones, because they had a certain substance in them, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's probably where it comes from, but it's a flavour. It's an e-liquid flavour, isn't it?
All it is, flavour profile. I had to send them a right load of paperwork to get it sorted out, including
certificate.
Including things like that, the TPD certificate for Drake's e-liquid. Yeah. Honestly. What a drama. Guinea pig gobbler. Yes, I will be getting some more in. There were some... I did flash it on the screen. It's gone. It's had its 10 seconds. Black and stainless steel easy mod. There was some polished clear ones came in today. And some polished yellow. Not many, I have to say. I got whatever I could, but that wasn't many.
When I've got some more pennies, I'll have one, because I want a clear, shiny one.
It's hard to buy stuff at the minute. It really is.
To be honest, I want one of those black Heras now as well, which is annoying. I might just get a black Hera instead.
Where are we?
I've completely lost where you were, mate.
Iggy Mitchell, question. Dan Vape Diamond 22mm mouth to lung, any good? I think Kieran would say, Iggy, yes it is. Personally, I thought it was all right. It was all right. I'll tell you what I did buy that I'm going to be... I never did get one of these, the Hell Vape mouth to lung.
Oh yeah.
I just fancy trying one. They were supposed to be quite good, so I just bought one for myself to try.
Yeah.
So anyone who hasn't
I
tried,
think that's one of the things of being a seller, isn't it? You can buy stuff off your wholesalers as well, can't you? When you do an
yeah, you
order.
just think, yeah, I never did try that. I'll buy one of them, and
Yeah.
it'll probably stay in a box down here,
Yeah.
like like the OBS.
You'll find it in 6 months.
Yeah,
Maybe you should put it on the OBS.
yeah, could be, could be. Apparently, I've
I
had
do like the
a,
I like the OBS, mate. It's a lovely little mod that is.
it is a nice mod. They've had a lot of faulty ones, haven't they?
We had one back for a charging fault, but that was due to someone obviously dropping it or being over forceful
Right.
with the USB socket. But that's about it, really.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to put these bits and pieces away. There's a whole load of pins for that tank as well.
Yeah, because of course it's not boxed, is it? At the minute, it's just in a bag, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Paul Hinchcliffe, put that one in there as well. Mark, you getting the new BP RTA? And I am indeed, Paul. Yes, I will be. And also, don't think I mentioned this. The Pandora, I've bought them in as well. Where's that stainless steel one?
I want a stainless steel one of those. That's very up my street.
I do like this. These are well made. Let's see what that looks like on here. That's where Jay has a little gush in his love.
You know how much I love Matchy Matchy. You know I like Matchy Matchy, you get.
Hey, you got the tissues ready, Jay? I'll show you.
I have. Oh, look at that. That is 4, isn't it? That's 4. Yeah,
That
that's
nice. Get my hand out of the way.
Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice.
That is nice. Right, let's put him back. So, maybe I'll send you a Pandora, Jay, but you have got to review it. When was your last review?
Last year sometime. I will review it.
Last year. How bad is that?
I've been doing other things like melt making and stuff.
And stuff. Been a busy boy.
Stuff. Yeah, been a busy boy, yeah.
And Kieran, yeah, I've just answered that. The Pandora ordered, they'll be sent. The whole first batch was sold and gone in. They didn't make many, to be fair. I think he did tell me. I think they made 1,000, or even less than that. It might have been less than that. 600, I think, in the first batch.
Can you just do me another favour?
What's that?
You stick that stainless steel Pandora on top of that Hero.
Because I got no coil or juice in it.
No, just to look at it.
I'll tell you what. I'll vape with something else. I'll go on to this. So yes, Kieran, they will be, and I think he might be sending 1 or 2 extra ones for reviewers, Kieran. You never know. You never know.
I reckon that Pandora would look really nice on the Hero, the stainless steel one.
Yes, it would. Yeah, probably would. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't there. I was just Simon, Jay, and Mark. My question, please. Typed it in twice. Has he?
Oh, that mean I'd have to lose my place again and find out where is it? Simon, Simone. Where's Simone? We'll call him Simone from now on because he moaned. Simone.
Rasper. He says he's got the gunmetal cog and the glass is clear. What do you think of it, Rasper? Am I being overly critical in what I say, or would you agree with me?
I can't see any question from Simon.
Can't you?
No.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. Mark, you missed my comment. Got in early. Must have been right at the beginning then. Mark, how is the Pandora and will you be stocking it?
There you go. I've answered it now.
He's answered it.
I've answered
it. Now I'm completely lost where I was now, completely.
How mega is that to answer a question before I've even seen it?
Honestly.
So, yeah, I will be. Yeah. Paul, save me the money on the cog then. Don't just take my word for it, Paul. Have a look at other people's reviews. One man's pleasure and all that, but my opinion is average. MF, is that the cog? Not worth getting for mouth to lung then. Mike, you like quite an open draw mouth to lung. You might like it, but for me, it doesn't suit my vaping style that well.
I give up. I'm lost. I'm completely lost on the chat.
Oh, find yourself. What's the matter with you?
I'm doing a mark here.
Kieran, Kieran told you I had issues with the cog mark. Now look for Kieran's horse head. Is it a horse head? Looks like a horse head, like a knight.
Kieran, ABC.
I agree. Oh, there you go. It's Respa. I agree. Isn't tight enough for me. Nice flavour, nice tank. Just isn't tight enough. I don't even think the flavour's all that. It's not. Maybe it's the type of juice I put in it, but it's that which is a fruit, and it just doesn't. I get better flavour off other tanks. Keith, I can't put that on the screen. Yeah, Laurie's been busy trying to save elephants during lockdown. That's what I've been seeing, Laurie, on your Facebook posts.
Found it. I'm up to speed. Found it. Found out where you are now. Found out where you are now. Do you want to see the gap down the side of chat of how you got to go?
Dean, I did watch Dean's review as well. Because I thought, you question yourself, don't you? You think, is it the way I've put the coil in? It really wasn't. And Dean has put the cog is expensive for what it is. I think it is. I think it's penny short of 30 quid. And there's a lot better tanks out there, I think, for 30 quid.
Yeah.
Mark, take my money. Presumably not for the cog pull. And Kieran, Mike, it's under. Yeah, it's 29. I think I got up 29.99. So it's under 30 quid just. But I think recommended retail is something like 35 quid or 36 quid, something like that.
No. So go and buy one from Naturevape.
I mean, talk about awful salesmanship. I just told people not to buy, haven't I?
You're thinking to yourself, I got a shitload stuck on the shelf now.
I didn't buy masses, but I like the concept of it, and it's a fresh idea, isn't it? The cog underneath, but even the cog, you sort of turn it round, it feels a bit lumpy and jerky. Do you know what I mean? It's just
till you leave it on the shelf for like 3 months, and you pick it up. I'll have a go at that again. It's all juice and goo and
nothing against Matt from Suck My Mods, but I don't care who designed it or made it. I'll say what the product's like. If you made something, Jay, and I thought it was naff, I'd tell you it was naff and everything else. And I would have expected the same with the True Tank. And a couple of people did say they didn't like it. Fair enough, that's their opinion. But a lot said they did. MF said he saw it for 35 to 40 quid. Yeah, I think it is retail. I think that's what kind of money it is. But it's certainly not worth that. I mean, the drip tip as well. It's not. It won't do it now, but it doesn't fit very well. It's wobbly. The drip tip, and I just think I don't know. I don't know if you can see that. Can you?
Yeah, that's horrendous. I'm sorry, that's horrendous. If you can't get a drip tip right, then
just all feels a bit cheap. MF, Tofo, don't send me stuff because I failed to review the. What's that? The STNG? What's STNG? Don't know.
Oh, the Sting, was it? The Sting RDA, was it? I heard it was pants anyway.
Pants.
It was paints. Pants it was.
Tim says that you're not missing much with Tofo. I haven't done anything decent in years. I'm trying to think. What's the last good Tofo product?
Troll. The single coil Troll was lovely.
Yeah.
Not the Troll. Yeah. No, it wasn't the Troll.
I've got another one in my head, but that wasn't.
It wasn't the Troll. It was the matte one. The matte one, the single coil one, because they did a dual coil with the GTA deck, which was a nightmare. They did a single coil version, which was much better. Serpent SMM, that's the one.
Serpent. That's what I'm trying.
Iggy's put it in chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Serpent SMM. The original Serpent was cracking. I've got a couple of
Yeah.
them knocking about.
That was the one I was trying to remember. Jed also has got the Flashy Vapor 4.5 set up at Drake's, Virginia. Best mouth to lung for flavour I've ever had.
Yeah, they're nice, those Flashy Vapors.
Mm.
Very, very, very German. Very German looking. That sort of tall tank style. It does look nice though, but it's like a nice bayonet on it for taking the coil out as well.
Mm. MF again, indeed. The trouble is every company is just churning out shitty pods and pod mods. Well, funny you should say that, Mike.
Here's a box of 70 of them that I've recently received.
I had another box this morning. To Mark.
That's one hell of an address, isn't it?
I think, Mike, you'll probably recognise this.
What the hell is that?
That's the
Is that a new nugget?
Artery 200-watt dual battery pod mod thing.
Has it got a 510 adapter?
I don't know. Well, you can see they're still in cellophane. I've got two on.
Oh, red.
They literally came today. Is it the PAL SE?
Oh, that's like a little pod. Yeah,
Yeah,
little pod. What else you got in there?
This was what I was probably more interested in, to be honest.
Oh, hello.
That's their new 21700 stick mod.
Oh.
Bit like
is it like just like, yeah, it's just on and off. It hasn't got
it'll just be on and off, I think. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet.
That. Quite like that though.
Yeah, that's quite nice, and it is heavy. I don't know if it looks a bit naff in the camera. See if I can focus it in for you. There you go. It is probably.
Oh no, I like that.
It's probably nicer than you first think from a distance.
Do you know what it reminds me of? You know, like the glass you get in a shower cubicle. Do you know the one I mean? Like the mottled one.
I apologise for Joe, everyone. He's got a thing about shower cubicles. If you see him at your local swimming pool, please avoid. Oh dear.
I'm sure there's a glory hole joke in there somewhere, but we won't go there. It's past 9 o'clock. We're past the watershed. It's all good.
And after that comment, Laurie says, "What is that little thing, Mark?" Laurie. Rude.
To be fair, though, that was about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what thing you mean, Laurie. What? Would you mean that? The woodpecker? I don't know.
It was way back. It might have been the little pod Narada.
Oh, could have been. Yeah, could have been.
Yeah.
That's. I don't think I said what it was, did I? That's the Narada.
Yeah,
that is what you mean, Laurie. Also done a review on that, and
also available from Naturevape.co.uk.
Also currently available, but don't use Juice 20 because it won't work. It's not a juice.
Use NV10.
It won't work. Is it hot in here, or am I getting embarrassed? MF. Oh right, there you go. Narada RBA is really good. You're not getting a saturated. No, the RBA is what makes this Narada. I think.
Yeah.
You got to get one of these, Joes. I tell you, Joe, you'd love it. You would.
I like the wood one.
Mm. Yeah, I'd quite happily use that all day long, and you know that's indoors and outdoors, and that takes a lot for me to say about a little product like that. I think you've got one, MF, Mike, haven't you? What do you reckon? Am I right? I think it's good. Paul.
Yes, Paul Hincliffe, you're rubbing it in again.
Oh, is he having a rub?
Yeah. That's how much he's paid for that tank.
Hey.
You know that tank, the new one from BP Mods?
Mm.
That's how much he's paid for it. Because it was like a waffle.
What's he paid for it?
43 quid that he's put up there.
I haven't seen it. I haven't got to that bit.
Oh, yeah. It's straight under the comment about loving the Narada. Straight underneath it.
It's not on mine. Not on mine. I haven't got...
You must be on top chat then.
I'm back to Curly Chew. Tried 4 times, garbage every time. I've decided I can't build and can't wick now.
Oh, it's just, and my chat's just refreshed. I've lost again where I was.
Tim Rice, what's that little mouth to lung tank called? Which one? Right. Pandora by Yacht Vape. Pioneer by BP Mods. Did I get it right that time?
Yes.
You sure?
Yep.
Yeah, BP Mods. Yeah, and Hera.
The Hera.
By Ambition Mods.
Ambition Mods.
But not out yet. They should be made. I think they're going to start production at the end of this month. So once they do, well, I'll have my order in before then.
Yeah.
Am I far behind? I'm not that far behind. Talking about the EVL. Yeah, Reverend, about that was the Serpent. That's the one I was trying to remember. I really want the Dwarf. Yeah. Hopefully, you never know. Watch this space. Someone will probably rub it in about that as well. He sells clones. Why is he selling this? Rufus, Swiss bank account, Mark. Swiss bank account? What's Swiss bank account? I don't know. Do you know, Jay?
Not a clue. I'm completely lost. It's gone. It's gone again. Bloody thing.
Don't know.
I've usually got my finger on the pulse usually for these sort of things, but
yeah, it's usually you telling me, but when you've let me down as well, I got no chance. No chance.
Just can't get the staff these days.
I think a lot of this is chat within chat, so I'm going to scroll down a bit for. Here's a capital Mark. Let's put that one on. If ever you want me and you say Mark in capitals like Paul Hinchcliffe has, then I'll know. You have any more details on the BP Atty, price, dates, etc.? Any thoughts so far? Yeah, I haven't got a price as yet or a date, but I mean he's now happy with the complete design. I know this has taken ages. He told me about this last October. I think I was talking to him about this tank. So for anyone who thinks the Chinese just spit out a new tank, that's not the case with this one. There's been a lot of thought. Look how shallow that chamber was on that day.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So you can fit more juice in.
Well, yeah, but plus you get more intense flavour, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it shoots it up that chimney.
Mm. And I haven't got a price as yet. I don't think they'll be ridiculous money. I think they'll be...
They're going to be mid-range, aren't they?
Yeah, probably mid-range, I would have said. But I think they'll be sensible. Sensibly priced, but yeah, very, very well made. And the top is the correct type, but this is the top I wanted for my true tank.
That's what you want.
That's what...
Easy, simple.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best type of top, I think, because it doesn't force that juice down. So there's a lot of thought gone into it, and the deck, I do like the deck as well, but I can't show you. I'm sworn to secrecy. And my thoughts so far, I think you've probably worked out really like Jay. I'm not very keen on this drip tip, but
it doesn't look right, does it?
No.
With that grey peak, I think it's peak. Is it a peak insulator or ceramic drip tip?
Yeah. But I was just looking for a different drip tip that would look.
You want like
It's a dead flat top as well without a drip tip, so you can put
nice with like like a short bars type. Like that sort of thing. See that one?
Yeah.
Like that. Or like the one, I tell you what would really look nice on it. Do you remember the Berserker mouth to lung?
I'm going to bounce your brain now, look. Can't hold someone on there. Oh dear. Oh, sure, I'll do it just
Did you get the 3 tank sections with yours then as well?
3 tank sections.
Yeah. There's the clear one, there's an Ultim one, and there's
Oh,
a
I
black.
see. No, just the clear. That's all I got.
Just the clear. Yeah, because if you were in the thingy-majig and you got that, they send the
Right.
3 tanks out. The DL, there's like a DL pack or something. I don't bloody know.
Yeah. No, I've been talking to him for since like I say last October, November time.
Yeah.
Lovely guy. We've been talking through WhatsApp, and I'll type out what I want to put, and he does the voice recording back. That's quite funny. He's about the only person who does that. So I'm always afraid if I talk to the Chinese in verbally, that's too quick for them. I think you're better to type it for them.
Type it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, money spent on mouth to lungs is usually justified. There are some good cheap ones, but my K-Fun, Tay-Fun, Spicker Pro, and more than worth the price, pal. Yep, well, there you go. Well, you got some nice tanks there, haven't you? K-Fun, Tay-Fun, and Spicker Pro. All good.
Lost. Still lost.
Iggy Mitchell, find something pink. There, I'll put it on the screen. Polite message about Mr. Trump. Paul, BP Mods on Facebook, looks pretty nice too. Yeah, he's done a few videos on Facebook.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Yeah, so they're all like these animated type videos.
They're vector images, aren't they?
Yeah. Coil, Mark, do you have the Blitz Subbo monster tanks? I left mine at a beach and was wondering if you have them. I think they sent me a sample which I never opened, to be fair. So if I have, you're welcome to it.
Send him a PM to remind him.
Well, that's if I can find it. It'll be in a box somewhere. But if I have, you're welcome to it. You're absolutely welcome to it. Yeah, I think they did that when I bought them out of FP glasses because they're tank a bit of an issue with glasses, didn't it? And just basically wiped their stock out to keep everyone going. I just think it's annoying that if you buy something, you break the glass and you can't buy another glass, that renders that product useless then, doesn't it? Which is not fair to people.
No, that's exactly right.
Question from DE for you, Jay. Are you allowed to build for customers if they need help?
Yes. I build for most of my customers. In fact, a lot of my customers will bring the tank in when it needs re-wicking or recoiling.
And did he mean that or mods? Don't know. Mark, the Precisio looking one. Yes, it is, Paul. Yeah, it's very similar. I've got the Precisio on my Gandalf. So let's put them side by side. You can see there are similarities, I guess, there with that. Precisio. Try and put that down there. So in trouble with the pipe. Where do you put it?
Yeah. Well, if you send me the pipe,
No.
With it? No. Seriously now, if you send me the pipe with the tank that you like to use on it, I will make you a stand for your pipe.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? How nice.
Yeah. I will make you a stand for your pipe. If you send me but without the pipe, I can't shape it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's got to be the right height.
I did actually make a pipe stand years ago. I saw a drawer. I know where that is. I might see if that works. That was a whole Sunday gone one Sunday when I was like that.
I'll make you a nice wooden one.
Look, this was wood. Yeah, I like wood. Ross, COG RTA looks a bit cheaper. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Mark and Albert, can you give a rough price for the Pandora? Yes, I can. Yeah. Again, not silly price. Somewhere it's under 30 quid, I would have said, Albert. I can't remember exactly now, but it's not silly money. And again,
pardon me,
really, really well made, beautifully made. Well, I showed it last week, didn't I? Everything works and fits really well. If not, Mark, keep a silver one to one side. I'll buy that. Oh, thank you, Kieran. But hopefully, I got on really well with the guys at Yacht Vape. And I think I've convinced them to send me some reviewer samples. So if they're free to me, they'll be free to you. Simple as that. I think that's only fair. I was a bit like, what's his name there off, oh God, what was that program? You'll know this. Years, Mr. Brit, the Britass Empire. I was like him there, wasn't I? We got to share.
Do you know something? I love that program. A lot of people don't like Chris Barry. I think he's brilliant.
I thought
that was sheer genius, that program, because I know people have worked places like that, and it is like that.
Mr. Britass.
Was it Deborah that used to keep a kid in the drawer of the filing cabinet?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't know her name. You obviously
it's like she just kick it, didn't she? Go, shut up.
Simon, can you keep your stainless steel Pandora at one side, please? Right. No need, Simon. I have ample coming. Because if I like something, I'll always order more than if I've only got half an idea. But they sent me the samples first. I like the samples. Therefore, I've put a decent size order in. So you'll be all right. But I will, Simon, rest assured, there'll be one for you. Not a problem. All I've done is read chat tonight, really, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And DE wants to know, what drink is that, Jay? Not seen that before. What are you drinking?
Oh, this is Hot Cease Farm Raspberry Lemonade. Get it from the wholesalers down the road. It's bloody nice, and it's cheap as chips.
It doesn't. That's a funny colour.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is that related to Peckham Spring?
Yeah, Peckham. Peckham Spring. That was a classic episode, wasn't it?
Unbelievably funny.
Got the hose pipe from the tap.
we haven't really got humour like that at the moment, have we? On the television, we were so lucky to have those programs, weren't we? Really were.
Simple. No swearing, was there? There was never any swearing in them. They just.
No. Faulty Towers. How funny was that? You know.
A lot of people didn't like Faulty Towers. I loved Faulty Towers. Again, another person a lot of people don't like, but I think he's hilarious.
The car thrashing one was right. That's it. That's me. That is.
Branches that smashing it with a branch.
Yeah. I mean, how on Friday went with this confrontation with PayPal. I think you'll agree. I am quite a laid back kind of person, but honestly, my fist. I had the laptop in front of me. The fist was up, and how I didn't have to buy a new laptop, I don't know. I was that angry. I couldn't even speak. I was so incensed. But I hate people. Am I a control freak? I hate people controlling my destiny, and
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I really do.
You do what you do want to do.
That's why I'm self-employed. I am unemployable. I could never work for anyone. No one. I wouldn't employ me. That's the honest truth. I wouldn't. I'm unemployable. Rick, what's Rick put? Never mind the cog. You didn't answer my marriage proposal, so I can use your wear a screwdriver set. Rick sent me an email, and he said he got a tricky question for me. What was the screwdriver set that I was using in the Narada review?
Yeah.
And it was, I said, I can answer it simply, but you won't like the price, and probably best to treat it like ladies' shoes. Just hide them in a cupboard and say you've had them ages. And I sent him a link to the screwdriver set, and he came back. He said it'd be cheaper to marry you. So, but they are good screw. Actually, Rick, I thought about it afterwards. You could probably get. What? It's so annoying that I can't find things that aren't here. You've seen me use them, Jay. The wearer, they've got green ends of that.
Yeah, I know the ones. Yeah, I know the ones. Very nice screwdrivers.
Yeah, they are like a cheaper version, but they're all really, really good. So if you find,
I used to have the big ones of the yellow and red ones.
That's what mine was, or yellow and black. Mine was,
yeah. Yellow and red for electrical because they were 1,000 volt. Tested, insulated for when I used to be sparking.
But you'll find the green and black ones will be an awful lot cheaper, and you can buy them individually. So if you only want 2 little Phillips screwdrivers, just search them down. Have a look, Rick, and they're only about, I don't know, probably four quid each, something like that. They're all right.
One of the best ones I ever bought was 11 quid off Amazon. One of these ones, all these little bit sets in it, little yellow and black handle thing. But I've lost the. I dropped the box and the lid came off it, and they went everywhere. And there's bits missing from it, but it's a lovely set. You can't get them now. That same one, unfortunately.
What's the other one? There's Wera. There's another German one. Is it? It's very similar to Wera. Or similar name.
Yeah, there's a few of them in there that make screwdrivers. I think they all make them in the same factory, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. It could be something like Wera or something, but there's Wera and another one similar. MF, the Glaz Mini is holding well. It's a good tank, that, Mike, isn't it? The Glaz. I think the Glaz is very good. Simple but effective. Individual holes in the airflow control ring. Who needs a cog or inserts?
Oh, talking about that, Steam Crave. That one's the one I remember I said I hated it.
Mm.
Well, I forgot it did direct lung and mouth to lung, so I've put it in mouth to lung mode, and it's fucking gorgeous. Pardon my French.
Which one's that?
It's the
the
Aromarizer Light V1.5. Yeah. Much better as a mouth to lung than it is a cloudy machine.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had that one.
It's lovely, but I've taken the reducer out on the top because I found it was in part in the flavour, because there's a piece that goes down the chimney.
Right. Sorry, I'm trying to read chat as well. I am a bloke. I can't do 2 ones for it. Not that good. Matt Benson, MF Vape said, I said that weeks ago. You shot me down. What the hell? Don't bigger. Recurve Dual, I think. Is that RD8? I think it was Recurve Dual. Yeah, I think. Well, Tofo Brave was the last decent product for me. Right, I'd never tried that one, Paul. Tofo Brave. Oh, Bravo. Sorry, Bravo. No, I haven't tried that one. Did you ever try that, Jay?
Yeah, I've got one up there. It's crap.
You think it's crap? See, I think it's one man's pleasure and all that.
Yeah. It's more the wicking because it's that GTA style where you got to stuff it down a hole rather than a shape.
Yeah, that's
I don't know what it is. Anything that goes down the hole, it just doesn't work very well. That sounds wrong on so many levels.
Pods new. That's right, Keith. We don't want pods. Pod never. Dot shell tried it. Ah, yes, that's something else. I haven't mentioned that. Dot shells are now on the site as well, along with the dot mod. I've got the dot mods in 2.
Ooh.
I just thought it seemed a bit odd selling the dot shell without
the dot. Yeah.
So they're all in now, and I will be having one myself. I just haven't had time to, to have one. I mean, the
you will prefer it a lot more with the dot shell because, but it will annoy the crap out of you. I'll tell you that now.
Right.
If you're anything like me, it will annoy the crap out of you.
What, as a standard product, you mean?
Yeah. You put the standard coil in it and vape it,
yeah,
and the rattlesnaking off it is horrendous.
Yeah, you said that. You got rid of yours, didn't you, for that reason?
Yeah, I got rid of it. It just, I would have bought a dot shell for it because it's meant to be a lot better, but you could feel it as you took the drawer. It was like pulsing the coil.
Anyway, Mike, MF, when are you coming back on the show? I think you need to come back on. We haven't had Mike on for ages, have we?
No, we haven't, have we? No, he hasn't been. I don't think he's been on when I've been on, has he?
Hasn't he?
No.
Oh, it's far too long then. Everyone in chat, just put ×1 if you want MF back on the show. I think he should come back on.
And since you're minted and you're on about getting like custom mods, if you go on over to NFHG Mods, there's a guy called James. He makes really nice mods.
Did you pick up the damn vape diamond? I think we discussed that earlier, didn't we? Mark, what's the wood effect tune? Ian Morgan. What's the wood effect tune mod called? You mean
that's the woodpecker?
That's the woodpecker.
It's the woodpecker.
Beautiful little mech mod. That is beautiful one. It's not wood effect. It is actually wood.
Wood.
show you.
Yeah, they had a load of those at Expo one year when I went. Yeah, they had the guy was there and everything.
Right.
They had them all. They had like 6 tiers on the table of them all laid out. I says, "How much is one?" And they went, "Such and such a price." Can't remember the price. I went, "Oh, cool. I'll have that one." And he goes, "We're not selling them."
Yeah.
What's the point in coming to somewhere you can't buy the bloody
Bit
things?
odd, isn't it? Can you see wood? There you go.
Oh yeah,
Wood round the outside, so it is actually proper wood.
proper wood.
And a really nice. I don't think I did a review for this. I don't think I did. Really nice adjustment ring there. It looks like it's been bent, but it is. That's how it should be.
Yeah, just the extra contact in it.
Just noticed one thumb up. I mean, that's obviously 32. Obviously, that's poor. How many people are watching, Jay? 71. Come on, you guys.
Go on, get those thumbs up going, guys.
All this valuable information you yearn from us on a Tuesday.
Yearning.
Yeah, no, I do like that. That woodpecker, that was another one of those products that the old devil's on the shoulder. Go on, buy it, buy it, buy it. But I don't regret buying that. It's been one of my favourite, to hold. Oh, that sounds wrong as well, doesn't it? To hold wood. But it's warm.
You got a hold of your wood.
Hold your warm wood.
It's even worse. It's called a woodpecker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got my hand wrapped round me woodpecker.
Round me pecker. Yeah. And the other bit of news, which I've also forgot, is the Org Vape dual. I've had a deal with them as well with the sub-ohm tanks. Mike Vapes, and also the dual 21700 kits, which that's the one I'm really looking forward to. Actually, is that dual 21700 mod. I noticed MF had a nice one that he put on Twitter. Picture of a nice one there. Reminded me very much of the H Cigar mod, but I think that took 21700s as well. Do you remember that one?
That's 18650. That dual 18650.
Yeah, dual 18. But that.
Do you know something? We've sold shed loads of them. It's cheap and it's a really nice mod.
Brilliant mod. I think they were
brilliant little mod for the money. It went under a lot of people's radar. H Cigar do bring out some good stuff occasionally. Because you don't hear from them much, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, this is a nice one.
And I think I'm skipping through a bit now. I can't see any capital M's for Mark or J's for Jay.
There you go, Paul Hinchcliffe. I'm getting 3 tanks with his tank.
3, is he?
Yeah.
Adrian Mason, Mark, 3D printer pipe stand. Yeah, I could, couldn't I? I've actually had another really good, I think, really good idea with 3D printing. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to show you when I come on one day. You can all laugh at my quirkiness. But it's in my head. So if it's in my head, it's got to be done, isn't it? It's the rules. Yeah. Robert Laws, my local vape shop, will build rewick at cost. Let you watch until you can do it yourself. That's really good. That second part. Let you watch while they do it. I think that's because so many vape shops take them out the back. Now, I understand the flip side of that is that some people's tanks are so minging and horrible. You don't want to touch them till you've cleaned them as a vape store type person, I wouldn't think. But once you have perhaps taken it out the back and cleaned it and sorted it out, then I think, do it in front of the guy and let him watch. And I think that's a good idea. Someone I was talking to the other week, he said that he loves rebuildables, but he doesn't do it himself. He takes it to his vape shop. They charge him $5. So,
yeah, that's what we do.
Is that? Yeah. And I mean, it sounds expensive, doesn't it? But it's not really, is it? I don't think. Albert Valenti, can you put a stainless Pandora aside for me? Mark will definitely. There'll be plenty, Albert, as I said earlier. But yes, don't worry. I'll normally what I do is if I have 100 or something, I'll perhaps put 95 in stock. So I always hold, normal.
Some back in case there's an issue with one that you've got one spare to send out, isn't it? It's good business practice.
Or Royal Mail, lose one. That doesn't happen so much now, Used to more with UK mail.
You got a special delivery option on your site?
No, but I probably should. Probably should.
Yeah, because special doesn't seem to be affected.
No, well,
at the
it
minute.
shouldn't be because the rule is it has to be there the next day, doesn't it?
As long as it's picked up as long as it's picked up at the correct time, it's all right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like my post office. If I post it before 11, because at the minute they're only getting one collection, and also posting on Mondays is a bit dodgy for some reason because it's the whole weekend catching up.
Yeah. Keith Parker, only fools and horses. Trigger was awesome. Actually,
I love Trigger.
Trigger was all right, Dave, wasn't he? That was Trigger, wasn't it?
Right, Dave. Right, Dave.
So now, if I said two names, can you connect the two? Trigger and MF Vape. Can you see anything there or not?
There's a little bit.
I just need to pick something up. Sorry, Mike. And I've just asked him to come on the show. There's a little in there, though, isn't there? I can't quite put my finger on it. Robert, Mark, you've been buying from Snap-on again. No, I don't buy from Snap-on, but I do like the wearer. I do like the wearer.
I did. Thing is, though, I was too tight. I used to buy the Blue Point stuff because it was the cheaper version. It's still the same with the lifetime guarantee, but it was cheap.
Yeah.
I've got I've got a pair of wire cutters downstairs which are Snap-on, which are probably 30 years old, and they're still as sharp as probably the day they were bought.
Yeah. I once had there was an organisation. They ran a workshop for young offenders that they could learn mechanics and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, someone, whoever was running it, or the council or someone, pulled the plug and just said, no more. And they shut it overnight. And it was a real shame. And, because to be honest with you, I did approach them and said that I would help teach that if they want to learn. I said I would help teach them with, because for those who don't, I do paintless dent removal. I said, I don't mind giving up a couple of hours of my time if someone's interested. And I went there this day, and I said, what's going on? He said, we're shut. He said, everything's got to go. He said, do you want to buy any tools? And I said, well, what tools have you got? He said, all of them. Buy what you like. What do you want? And that was all Blue Point, as you were saying. And I nearly bought
lovely stuff.
I bought nearly all of them, to be honest.
They don't do them anymore. But there was one. I've lost it now because I sold my toolbox ages ago because I wasn't in the garage. But I had a Blue Point general service set, and it was absolutely gorgeous. It was in like a grey and blue case, and it had everything everywhere. It had spanners, the lot, and it was lovely. It was like 137 piece, but they were meant to be like 450 quid. And they were having an offer at 150 quid, so that went on my account.
Well, it was a lovely bit kit. Practically, they would give away money, and to be honest, I bought loads, and even the cabinets as well. I bought them, and
my cabinet that I had, the Blue Point one, I had the roll top, and I had the cabinet that slid underneath the big box underneath, and it should have been 1,800 quid, and I got it for £500 because it was one that had been sold, and then the guy decided he wanted a bigger one the week after, a couple of months after or something, and it was still mint.
I just sold all the stuff to the mechanics. They all lapped it up. I was like this dodgy bloke in a van selling tools.
Opening your coat like, do you want some 10mm spinners?
Do you want to buy a watch?
I got some nice wrenches.
So there's a lot of times ones here, an awful lot of times ones, and at the bottom of that is MF. He agreed, ×1. Next Tuesday, then, if you like. Love to have you, Mike. That'd be nice. Well up for that. I think that'd be good. We'll get you on the show. We could have 4 on there. We've never done 4, have we?
That would be a nightmare.
Would it be a nightmare?
I've done shows with 4 people, and it's not fun. It's all right if you've been doing it for a long time, because you get that thing when people talk.
It does take time.
If you get 2 people that are quite vocal, you're pretty much sitting back and letting them ride the show because it goes nuts.
Tim Rice, Mark, you're having trouble keeping your hands off your woodpecker. Absolutely, I am. Alan, hi Mark, got my second SXK billet box, and I've only got my And I've got my Persian cat back after 3 weeks. He's been living rough 2 miles over. Oh, my word. Oh, that's good. You got him back. Superb. Do you know, I don't know what I'd do if I lost, my dog or something. I'd be absolutely heartbroken. Don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, same here. I can't see a cat about Pussycat. Oh, it's gone.
Can you? Oh, I'm putting so last year, did you, Jay? Try and keep up. Paul, Mark, please tell about the dwarf and Hera. Right, well, the dwarf, I can't, there's nothing to tell at the minute, but the question's been asked. So when there's news, I'll tell you. Put it this way, I'm trying. And the Hera, as I said earlier, this one is a 3D printed prototype of the Hera, but they're going to be, the material they're using is going to be like the Easy Mod. Look how shiny that is now, Joey, after me.
Yeah. Mine's got a bit of shine to it.
And they should be starting production at the end of the month. So I've got the box. So the boxing's all done. It's obviously just I would say it's for the mould. I would say so. And I froze my thumb and it's now gone. So happy. Iggy Mitchell. I'm promoting tonight. Look, Jack Rabbit. My uncle, like I don't know what relation. I know he's my uncle, but he was like an old uncle, like my grandfather's age, if you know what I mean. And I had a wart as a kid. This is a by-the-by story. And he was allegedly a wart charmer. If you've ever heard of a wart charmer, Jay.
Yeah.
And he said he touched my wart with his finger. I'd had it. It was on the side of my thumb. I've had it for probably a year, and they're horrible bloody things, warts. So if you've ever had one, they're really nasty. He touched it, he said count to 3, and I giggled and counted to 3. He said, "We're gone in a week." And it was. And yet before that, I had put all this yellow burning stuff in it. I was only a young kid. So how the hell did that work? Was it coincidence? Did it really? But it was how confident he was. He said,
I don't know. I don't know how they do it. It's very weird, that stuff. It's very weird, isn't it? Yeah. You can't believe it sometimes. And it's almost like he's got something impregnated in his finger. He just touches it.
I never had one after that either. That was it. I had the one wart gone. But it was right on my thumb here, right on that side of my thumb, on that knuckle there.
It's usually the most common place you get them, isn't it?
Is that?
On that sort of area, yeah. On thumbs and knuckles normally.
Alan, sounds daft on... tick that up. 54, lived my own and cried my eyes out for 3 days. He's shattered and lost weight, but knew straight away. Oh, that's lovely. Really nice.
Oh, bless him.
What's this? You may regret the invite. There are many things I want. What's that? What are you doing?
Talking about mods. Making mods.
Yeah, I think I don't know if that's what MF is suggesting, but I think perhaps get Kieran on as well at the same time. What do you reckon? Yeah, us 4 next week. What do you reckon, Kieran? Lock the kids in the bedroom, literally lock them in so they can't disturb you.
Yeah. And
come on the show with Mike, myself, and Jay. That'll do, wouldn't it? That'd be good.
Yeah.
Shall you tart? So, yeah, what do you reckon then, Kieran? Let us know in chat. Come on. Time you came on, was it you? I think Kieran was my first ever guest.
There you are then.
Yeah, and Mike weren't far behind him, I don't think. Although I think Mike's been on twice. Once was planned and once he hopped because I think he was doing a review anyway or something.
Next week is now off.
Hey?
Says next week is off, says MF.
Why?
Or something. I don't know.
Is he joking?
Just says next week is off now. He's now off.
Oh, he's joking. He's joking. Surely he's joking. Mark, print Red Easy and Hera bodies. Oh, I see, 3D print them, yeah. But I couldn't, to be fair, I couldn't print that quality with mine. That must have done a completely different process to mine. I think
that's the resin, mate. You know, when it comes out of the bath of resin, that's a resin, yeah, because it's too smooth. There's no layers on it.
Dimples on it. Is it resin or is it the powder?
It could be the powder, yeah.
It
could be the laser sintered stuff, couldn't it?
If you say so.
Mm.
Kieran,
And look at that, 10 o'clock.
No, it is. Yeah. It really is. Good God, and all I'm doing is scrolling down chat. It's just MF. I will arrange it then, just for you, Mark. Right, okay, so come on, MF, right at the bottom here. You coming on or not? We want a definitive answer. Kieran's coming on. We want you on with him, and then we'll do a show with the four of us. Never had four before, so that'll be nice. I said that when Mark was taking the piss. Keep up with the chat, you haven't. Yeah. Look forward to having you, Mike. That was obviously when I said it.
Oh, yeah, about trigger. Yeah. Does that mean you're triggered?
You know what you're going to get next week, don't you, Mike? All right, Dave? Well,
change his name on the screen to Dave.
Yeah, we'll have a fun show, I'm sure. Right, okay, well, anything else you wanted to talk about, Jay? I sort of dominated all the chat room.
No, I think I'm there. I think we're done, aren't we?
Yeah, nothing else. I don't think there's anything else from me. I think I discussed everything new that's either arrived or coming. It's getting very hard to buy stuff. I am being quite selective as well, because some of the Chinese stuff at the minute, I get the impression it's rushed and being done by unskilled workers. That's my take on it. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know. But I am being a bit selective. I'm looking for nice stuff, things like this Hera and like this RTA here. So, and of course the yacht vape, like that as well.
I do like the look of that one.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they arrive.
They all look nice, don't they? To be fair,
they won't arrive next week.
That Hera looks really nice, though. To be fair, but yeah,
Thumbfire, right up your street. Yeah.
Yep. Here's one I made earlier. Thumbfire DNA 75. Yeah.
So I mean, I thought this was going to be nice, but I got it in the flesh, and I smiled even more, because you can't be holding something to find out what it's really like, can you?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's very true. Very true.
Right. Well, we got 46 thumbs up, so that's not a bad effort. Thank you, guys. It would have 50 clearly would have been nice, wouldn't it? But if you can't ask the impossible, I suppose. If they couldn't manage it, Jay. So, would you like to say your good nights?
Thank you all for keeping us busy in chat with your questions and knowledge as well, with some stuff, and helping each other out. And we shall see you next week.
I just read Kieran's comment. I just stick a broom in front of the
camera. It's only had 6 new heads and 12 new handles.
Same broom.
How could it be the same broom then? Well, here's a picture of it. What proof do you want?
Yay, we hit 50. Super. Thank you, guys. That means a lot.
Get them thumbs up, guys.
Okay, until next week. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Don't forget that virus is still out there. It feels like the whole world's opened up again and it's business as usual. I'm sure a lot of people think that.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone anywhere. It is still here. So please take care. Wash your hands. Vitamin D. Stay safe. Till next time, folks. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Tatty bye.